That's enough of that. That was Yamazaki's theme. King of Fighters, new DLC came out. But we totally still play that game here. Actually, people do still play that game there. But anyway, Will, how you doing today, man?
Doing good.
Hey, how's the job, man?
How's work, man?
It's good. Another day in the office.
Are you still at the place near Money Pit, or are you at the gas station now?
Yeah, I'm still at by Money Pit.
All right.
Money.
Any news from the gas station though, or they're just fucking ducking you?
Yeah. No, I called the guy.
thing?
Yeah. I called the guy today. I was like, "Listen up, Slim. What's good? What's good with this job?" And
then you called him.
And then you
and I called him. No, he said that he called the background check people today, and they're still working on it or whatever.
What's your background gonna show that you were a fucking American hero and shit, dude? Like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
Did you kill Osama bin Laden yourself?
I just watched Forrest Gump, dude. I'm like, that was me.
I wouldn't compare yourself to the Forrest Gump level, but
I'm not like that retarded.
Yeah. No. All right.
My accomplishments.
Yeah.
All right, but no. He said usually for veterans it takes longer than usual or some shit. But I was like, all right, man, whatever.
At least you have a job right now
Amy.
before that one kicks in, man. So.
Yeah.
Does it feel good to be back in the workforce though?
Man, I never left. Always working one way or another, whether it be in Escondido or Azeroth. It's a grind.
All right, Vince. What about you, man?
Yeah, I got fired, but I'm doing okay. Pretty true.
All right. So what I was gonna talk about today was I wanted to keep it short and simple, but also I do realize that a lot of cool stuff has happened lately. Not fighting game wise, but just things that we're all into. So I feel like a lot of our viewers also do follow some of the stuff that we do. So I mean, maybe we'll try to mix some shit in. So.
WrestleMania recap?
WrestleMania, the new Hearthstone DLC, the new Hearthstone expansion came
DLC.
out.
It's pretty trill.
But anyway, all I really wanted to talk about today was like pretty much saying that there is no TTF, West Coast Warzone is happening, and an Emperor Cup recap. So before I guess KOF characters have been released. So,
And the patch too.
And a patch.
The KOF expansion came out. That is pretty trill.
That's cool.
So check that shit out, dude. It's P-free, except for the characters,
So, before let's just get into the Emperor's Cup recap. And what I usually do is I would ask, hey, you guys, tell me what you think about, or your experience stuff. But what I want to really do really quick is, I'll go first, but I'm not really gonna recap it. I want to thank everyone pretty much for coming out. Was this last Friday?
Yes, it was.
Yes. So thank you all for coming out last.
It's been so long, I know.
Thank you guys all for coming out Friday. I really do appreciate it. I mean, it's crazy how I don't know. It's crazy how these events can gather so many people, and I can only imagine if Vanguard wasn't on that Saturday. But without Vanguard or the LA players, we did have an 8-man bracket of 3 teams, and that is one more team than last year's at the Street Fighter 4 one. But I mean, a lot of new players were around. We had a couple new school teams, and it's I can only hope that next year it gets bigger and bigger. I can only hope that it just gets to the point where it's like crazy. I don't know. But again, thank you all. This tournament means a lot to me, and to hopefully to others. I mean, there's not that much, the small things like this can mean so much to other people, and like myself. So pretty much. Obviously this tournament is a 3v3. It's in Celebration. It's in February for a reason. Sadly it was in March because Tong's birthday and other shitty events happened.
Shitty.
That was the reason? Come on.
Undefeated, But no, it was February history. You can tell your kids in the FGC.
Black
all
History
that shit.
Month.
And Black History Month. Also the month that I found the team. Rico and Vince.
Sorry.
What? Unfortunately, fighting Rico and Vince. I really wanted to do it. They were having a team tournament at OFC when it was at the bank. For you guys that don't know what the bank is, it was like one of the last OFC venues and the only one I really remember. Because I wasn't around when it was at I believe Ed's house. But it was a really wonderful thing. It was fucking badass. I'm so sad for you guys that missed out on it, but it was a great venue, and it would be awesome if we had something like that. I would trade that in for something. You know what I mean? Like it was a pretty badass. I met a lot of people there. I met pretty much all the OFC heads. Will, I remember the first time I saw Will, man.
Yeah, definitely didn't pick Will from the airport.
I know, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. But no, I mean, there are so many stories that I can like that venue and just it was crazy. But basically, they had a 3v3 tournament, and I've been going there for a while, and I've been talking to Vince and Rico and everyone, J Flo, all of them, and I was like, fuck it, man, I'm a team of these two guys. They're pretty badass. They like comics and all this other shit I'm into. Why not? They said yeah, and for some reason, ever since we did really good at that tournament, man. I think we got second. And the teams we beat were pretty ridiculous. The only thing I'm sad about is that the archive highlight on SGFGC whatever page
lost forever,
it's lost forever. So you can't hear. That match was probably one of the sickest matches ever. But yeah, pretty much. I keep saying this all the time. Non-drunk or sober or drunk. That if it wasn't for OFC. I think the San Diego fighting game scene would still be like real. It would be dead as fuck, man. I'm pretty. It's crazy that how once we finally got up there and we started talking and all that shit, like it's just all the events in San Diego just became better, bigger, and more badass. And I kind of use the Emperor's Cup also now. I know it's only been 2 years, but also for like a celebration of like merging the scenes together. I'm just gonna fucking say it's TTF and OFC together. And just everything that came along with it. Seriously, it's crazy how much more you guys bring to our scene, and I wouldn't change it for the world, man. And I'm glad that I would turn down fucking if there was a 3v3 and like the two best players in the world offered me a spot, I would turn them down to team up with Rico and yeah, I'd turn Rico and Vince down for a tomato soup can and Manny. Yeah. But no, it was awesome, and it's crazy. It brings a tear to my eye, man. But with that said, Will, can you tell us about your experience? I know. You know what? I would want to save you for last because your story to me is the best story.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It really is. So Vince, I'll start you off with Vince then because I want to say Will for last because I want to add some stuff. Vince.
Yeah. First of all, everybody else on my team was just fucking around the whole time, and I had to win all the matches by myself, so that was kind of weird. And luckily, I did win them all, and we got first place and won the whole tournament.
I don't remember that tournament, but you continued.
All right, pretty much all my favorite parts of the tournament, like always, are non-gameplay related. So just seeing everybody in the house and like seeing like all the teams like do that. The only thing that I really am sad about was there was no. Besides one, there was only like one really random team that made it pretty far, and that was Gerald, Sean, and Togi. Like that was like one of the last minute teams that did really well. But I always like to see like which last minute teams like who the people are. It's usually like a combination of like Jamal, Gerald, and like all those people. So I like seeing that and just the various shenanigans going on around the house at the time. Like the people that didn't give a shit and were just playing Guilty Gear, or that one little kid that was like 6 years old that like knocked over the DVDs like where all the matches were going on. Just shit like that was like pretty funny. Getting carried again in the team tournament was pretty cool. I like that. I like not having to do any of the work, but like somehow getting recognition. That's pretty badass.
Well, you beat Sherry.
Did I?
You beat Sherry.
Oh, cool.
You beat Sherry after she OCV'd Javi's team.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So that was something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm still the best, even though I haven't been playing. So that's pretty cool. Also to know that
no one on our
good.
team like at least. No one on our team lost every game. Like someone, Rico like always puts in work on like.
Yeah, Rico always puts in like mad work. That's what's always really funny. It's just like in general, seeing Rico play is always funny. But I feel like that just goes without saying. So that's not really a highlight. It's just like something that's gonna happen for sure. Yeah, it was just pretty much that. How many? There was 8 teams. So we actually got 8.
Yes, we broke the record of last year. So
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Can't wait for
Progress.
next year, yo. Street Fighter 6.
Is the stream broken or something, or is everyone complaining about something?
Is it? I don't know. It looks like it's up to me.
let me refresh.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's up, but
Yeah, it looks fine with me. I don't know. Maybe they're talking about something else.
Maybe it froze for a little bit, and then
yeah, Twitch sucks. Anyways, yeah, that's like pretty much all I can say about that. It was just a good tournament, and I can't wait for next year. Hopefully, there's a new game that I'll enjoy playing featured on it, but we'll see what happens.
What, the Emperor's Cup?
Yeah.
Okay, well that'd be pretty. Video is frozen, but still can hear you. Oh, is my computer fucking up again, dude?
I don't know. It looks fine online because I have it up too.
just you, because I can refresh. And I'm seeing.
You can see yourself move, right? Anyway, but yeah, thank you, Vince. But yeah, I don't know. That would be really cool if we can get like a 3v3 for like gear, like something. Gears would be so cool, but man,
It really depends on like I think how good Marvel does is like a big like thing for.
Oh,
this.
you know what? For sure,
for the
Marvel,
next year, like it depends on how good that game is or how fun it is.
For sure, Marvel is gonna be maybe back, but
Or how like crazy season 3 is if people are still playing by then. It seems like people are more happy with season 2 than the first one, so yeah, we'll see what happens.
I don't know. I'm excited. I'm always excited, man. That's all.
I'm excited for the future of games, but I'm really sad that we're living in the darkest timeline where I have to play Street Fighter 5. That's my only like real regret. But the scene is so healthy right now that I feel like it's a good trade.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, at least you have, like, at least we have other games to follow, like you said, man.
yeah, which is fucking great. That's a
But
really good thing.
in
I was
our
worried for a while.
in our universe, Street Fighter 5 is a healthy game. We're in some alternate timeline, like the Age of Apocalypse, like Guilty Gear is our game, and like Street Fighter
It's a
5
number
is
one
like
game. And Lord Knight is president of the United States of America.
pretty much. Will, so
Yes.
I want you to tell your recap of it, but before we do that, let's just Will he was on the winning team last year.
Yep.
And he finds out that his team is disbanded only because Richard, I don't know what happened. Richard, I guess, didn't know that Will was gonna be there, because Sean wasn't gonna be there. But in fact, Sean came last minute. And then just so basically, it was Richard, Sherry Lamitas on one team, the team that unfortunately won. Will was on the second place team with Manny and Alexis.
Playing pretty well too.
And then Sean was on the third place team. So when you think about it, the three people from last year's team were in the top 3 in 3 different teams. And I kind of see it where, like, who did the least work last year? It was Sean, third place team.
Yup.
No, don't get me wrong. He put mad work into at this one.
For this year, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, where was he last year?
It could be a coin
just didn't
flip,
show up.
but
That's
we can
weird.
say, hey, you know what? If Richard did all the work last year, he's on the first place team. Will on the second place team. But I'm not taking anything away, because Will. I'm not done talking. Will, you put in a shitload of work last year. It was
crazy.
you and Richard, and like when like I forgot who, I think Ilya or someone beat Richard, and it was like, oh my god, it's over. But you like cleaned up and like fucked whoever that was up. No, I like real talk. Like in the end, I wanted you to win. I wanted your team to win, which, if you think about it, this is how you think about it. It's like, okay, Richard is the best player on his team. He has Sherry and Lamitas. Not taking anything away from those two players. They're good players. They can hold their own. But from the teams that were like they were playing in the finals, it could have been like, you know what, your first pair could have took out Sherry and Lamitas, and you would have had a 3-on-1 with Richard, and then you would play. But you know what I mean? Like you guys would have had 3 chances to beat Richard, and all 3 of you guys have a real high chance of beating Richard. But then, in the end, it kind of didn't work out that way. You know what I mean? Like, Lamitas got... But that was just my vision on how, like, I always, like, look at that. Like, if Richard has a shitty team, you want to take out the... Like, hope to God Richard doesn't go first and just take out the weak players, and, like, you have more players against you. You have a better chance of beating Richard. But, no, I mean... Trust me, I wanted you to win because just every podcast, it was like you just looked at the trophy, and like I can tell you, I feel like out of everyone in the tournament, you want the most. And now you don't have 2 trophies. Oh, Richard has 2 trophies, and that could have been. I'm sorry, I'm like making.
Disaster.
I'm sad right
No,
now.
it's okay.
Will, please.
show him the trophy, dude.
Will, tell us
Yeah.
your experiences of the Empress Cup.
Well, when I found out I wasn't gonna be like there wasn't a team anymore. Like, of course, I was pretty sad, and I actually wasn't even planning on entering Emperor's Cup because I didn't know who I would even team up with. But the TTF before Emperor's Cup, Alexis and Manny were like, "Whoa, team!" And I'm like, "Team?" They're like, "Yeah, team. You're on our team." I'm like, "Okay." And for the longest time, I thought it was a troll. Like, this can't be real. Like, why would they choose me over like Javi or something? So that was like really surprising to me that they would choose me because I haven't been around as much and played as much and had as much success as other people that could have been on the team, but they still chose me, so I was pretty honored, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. We just played. I usually went first. I think the first team we played was Lord Jed's team. It was like Jed, Chad, and
Johnny.
Johnny. God, and yeah, like I don't know. I beat Johnny and Chad, and I almost like lost to Chad because he was playing Mika, and I was like freaking out. But I clutched it out against him, and freaking Jed like fucked me up. He was doing shit that like works online, but like was working offline. Yeah, and I couldn't really do much, and it was like really quick. It was like one game earnings, like pretty retarded.
Yeah. That one game, that team was pretty retarded. I mean, Urian,
yeah,
Mika, and Laura.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, so I lost to Jed, and then Alexis cleaned it up and beat him. Then they played. Then we played Gerald's team, and I think I lost. I lost to freaking. I lost to Toki's Fang. That was pretty tough, and that we lost that, I think, right? Yeah, we lost because Toki beat like two of us, and then I think Gerald or Sean cleaned up, and we lost. Then we like had to play Javi's team, and then like Alexis just OCV'd them, and I was like, oh, okay. That was like the team I was like most scared of because it's two of my proteges, like really training these guys and showing them the ways of birdie. Javi and Eric. Yeah, and Mike with Ken. So that's like a team like Will. Mini Will,
Yeah, man.
But yeah, like I'm glad I didn't have to play those guys because it would have been bad news for them. And then I think we played Toki's team again because they lost in the winners finals. I think. We played Chad's team again. Huh?
I think you played Chad's team because you lost to Johnny the first game.
Yeah, I threw that game because I beat him so bad in the first game. I didn't want to demoralize him that much. I wanted him to keep wanting to play. So I just kind of threw that game, and lost. But no, I can't do that. Johnny beat me fair and square. It was well played.
Yeah, he got back into the guild with that because first you removed him from the guild. So
yeah, then we played, but and then I think Alexis just cleaned up and OCV'd them or some shit, and then we played Toki's team again, and I think Manny did a lot of work with Vega. Like he was complaining last time when he lost, he was like, "Oh, I should have went clawless or something," and then he went clawless and then fucked everyone up. Then they played. I was like, "Oh, no shit, man." Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I played again in that set. Can't remember. But anyways, we're like in grand finals, and it's two Nakalis and a Bison. I've beaten Yamitas before, not in a set, but like the set we had at the Little Kahuna or whatever. that was really close. Like, I fucked him up really bad first game. Then he fucked me up. And then we played, but he ended up beating me. So, like, I knew I could beat him. I think the last time I played Sherry, I lost, but I didn't. So I wasn't really sure what's gonna happen. And against Richards, it's just like, whatever. So, fuck. I don't think I went. Did I go first? I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, I think I went first. I don't know. Either way, Yamitas beat me like the first game. We were down a game. Alexis OCB'd the next set. So it was 1-1. And then I think he beat Sherry and then lost to Yamitas or something like that. And then I beat Yamitas. And then I had to play Richard. And he fucked me up. It was bad. And then Manny played. And then he lost. And then the tournament was over. So it was like disaster.
Yeah, it's pretty much Manny is the cause of all the problems again. Once again.
No, like Manny, I don't know. He just didn't play well against Richard. Like, he didn't play well against Richard. He played well against like Toki's team.
Yeah, pretty much everybody else.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to admit it, you know.
Except the first set against Toki's team. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's not like we were relying on Alexis to beat Richard, but it was just something that can happen and does happen.
A lot.
So that's sick. So yeah, once he OCB'd, I was like, all right, maybe we can win this. So like pretty much, I think the tournament was like, honestly, I think it was gonna like rest on my shoulders, I guess, because if I would have beat Richard, then I think we would have had a really good chance of beating that whole team, like in the reset. And that's what I was thinking too. I was like, if I beat Amitas, I just have to beat Richard. And if I don't, then Manny has to beat Richard. And it's just like, ugh. I don't know. I don't know. One game sucks. I don't know. I like really.
Especially in this game, it's like this game is so fucking wild. Anything could happen. It feels like one game is just like so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand why it is, but it's just so brutal. But I don't know. You just gotta like go crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Like the Sean's team, I was actually surprised Sean even showed up. I didn't even know he was.
I didn't think he was either. It was cool. He's got a good track record so far.
Yeah, and the whole stipulation for his team was whoever shows up to TTF first, Sean or Jamal, was gonna get the spot on that team.
Yeah, and then Sean walked in.
And then Sean walked in, so then that team was formed. So that was pretty sick actually. And Sean has like a lot of cool stuff with Colin, I guess. I think he caught a lot of people off guard with just the matchup knowledge and stuff, so that was funny.
Yeah, the shit he was doing. Oh, I forgot. There was one other funny thing that happened during the tournament. It was when Sean's team played Richard's team the first time, and like Sean was just fucking everybody up, and everybody was like freaking out and yelling and shit. And at one point, he did V trigger activate, and waited and didn't do anything. And Richard V reversal, and he jumped in and did a full jumping combo. And Sherry just started shaking her head like right when she saw the V reversal, and she was disgusted. Like that was pretty badass. I forgot about that. So, anyways, please continue.
Yeah, and then a kid knocked over the DVDs.
Oh, yeah, and then he knocked over all the DVDs, and then he exploded. It was pretty cool. Anyways, please continue.
But yeah, no, overall, I think it was a really good tournament. Sucks we didn't win. It was interesting that we did get first, second, and third from last year's team.
Hey, the only person who was missing out of that top six was Ilya, man.
Yeah. I think, man, Emperor's Cup last year was so like retarded.
Yeah, it was badass.
That team was. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Good tournament, great experience.
Yeah.
Not much else to say.
Hopefully,
next year, man.
Hopefully, see you guys next year. Hope we're all around this fucking game still. Again, thank you for
That'll be
everyone.
season 3, so that's another cool
Yeah.
part about the timing of the event is that it's like a really close to when the season starts. So like, pretty interesting.
And yeah, but no, yeah, hope thank you again everyone for coming out. All different groups, all different scenes. The scoop phase kids. I mean, there could have been easily like 2 more teams there. You know what I mean?
Heck, Crockett K Sexy +1, dude. Like those are pretty good teams always, you know.
There could have been, we had like 2 LA teams that were supposed to come down, but
Yep.
Vanguard kind of fucked them over. But
Yeah, thanks, Alex White.
I'm really happy that it was how it come. When you're running an event, the one thing you don't want is like your event to just
For the toilet to clog.
to suck, dude.
I know.
Because like you know what I mean. I don't know, but I'm glad so far everything was just like it's really good, really really good. I'm proud. It makes me cry. You know what I mean? Like I said, this tournament, I only throw, this is one of the 3 of my like majors I would say that I consider like my big events. Paradise Hills Cup, Big Kahuna, and Empress Cup. So I'm really always happy when these succeed. And like I said, the background story about how this tournament represents the merging of OFC, TTF, all the other scenes together, and just finding the Vincent and Rico, the 3E team, and I'm glad that, and I hope everyone else learns a little history about how much at least this tournament means to TTF and the scene. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of people out there that don't come out to TTFs or just other tournaments and stuff in San Diego. They're just online warriors or Microsoft Store warriors. But you know what? If you're playing, you're playing. And like what we always say is that the best way to support, TTF or anything, it's not donating money. It's not, whatever. It's just showing up to anything. The best way you can support your scene is just showing up, man. Because some people can only make it to, the Scoot phase. Some people can only make it to the Microsoft Store. Some people can only make it to San Diego State. Some people only can make it to TTF, man. It's just
some people have to drive 3 hours to get to the locals, and
yeah. Some people have to drive. Some people have to. So it's just there's always that line I talk about how what separates the casuals from, the passion, dude. I don't know, but I'm glad that this scene that we have is it's not small. It is small compared to other scenes. I'll say that right now. But it's not as small as scenes that only have like one person or whatever. But I'm glad that we have it, and I'm glad that within our small scene we have a lot of killers. I mean that the team, the Emperor's Cup, each team was a threat, man. Seriously, each team was a threat. I can name I can look down this fucking. Okay, so Wazir Nudes, that's the team that won. That's a threat. Birds of War, Javi, Padilla, and fucking Golan, those guys are all threats. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
The 3 Emperors, those guys are fucking trash.
those guys are pretty bad.
Fob City, Alejandro, that he was on that team. He saw Deucer, he's like an up and comer. Phil, up and comer. And
Phil
that
fucked me up when we played.
And that was a real solid team.
And then we played.
We hate each other. Second place, fucking Alexis, Manny, and Will. Competitive cream pie guys with cream pie thighs. That team has a bunch of monsters. Jerry Sandusky, which was Toki's team, and even Dirty Doggo, the Scoot Phase team. That team shows a lot of what's what I'm looking for, a lot of potential. Potential as in the characters they use are pretty broken, and potential as in like they're young and they're like willing to learn, and then they did come through. Just every match, it was just crazy. It was crazy. It was a good tournament. I'm glad. It wasn't like some fucking pop. This was not a pop monster tournament. That's all I can say. And like I said, hopefully you guys are all here next year for it. Hopefully Marvel Infinite is actually a game, and we can add another tournament to the Emperor's Cup. But yeah, I don't have much to say about that anymore, man. I'm just glad that it happened, and the next event is PHS. I mean, PHS is in July, and that's so close too. And I don't have shit. I have not been spamming that.
The Booty Call League.
I might start. Yeah, the Booty Call League could probably wait, but we need to figure that one out because I do want that one to be successful. But like I said, PHS 6 is the next one, and all I can tell you right now is that the only thing I have for that is I can guarantee you Like last year, like the $1,000 pot. That's all. I can't guarantee you a raffle with sick ass prizes because that raffle literally was all community support.
Yeah, which is pretty badass.
None of that shit was me. Well, I mean,
it's funny because
some of it was me and Bo, but a lot, or me and Vince. But a lot of it was like community support, and I mean when I say community support, it was like that PS4 wasn't even from me. The only thing from me was like the stick, the gift cards, and the buttons. But pretty much me and Vince like half that. But everything else was like from Vince's pocket, from the Gene and like El Rosa, just a shit. It's crazy, man. That shit was crazy, dude.
The cool art, man.
So yeah, PHS 6. I'm probably gonna be because there's not that much TTF shit going on. I mean, the Ranbat, it will be done in probably in June. The Ranbat will probably be done in June. That's the only thing. But the Ranbat's just another tournament. And then the only thing in the Ranbat is that like last year, first place of the Ranbat, besides getting the bigger pot of the Ranbat pot, is I'll pay for their PHS entrance like I did last year. And another thing I kind of want to do is that the Friday before Vanguard, whoever wins that, I want to pay for their tournament. So
when's the next Vanguard?
May 6th as NXT in San Diego, the same day. But I think I just want
NXT is on Saturday.
Yeah,
or
Saturday.
Friday.
Is it Friday? It's the 6th.
It's the 5th.
I thought it said 6. I don't know, because Lil J-Flo told me that shit was the same day as Vanguard. But I don't know. If it's not, that'd be badass. I don't know. But, yeah.
Right,
so,
okay.
PHS 6, and that's about it. Am I missing anything that we should be talking about? There's not much to talk about today.
Talk about Vanguard.
Want to talk about Vanguard? I'll talk about Vanguard. We went to Vanguard last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever. Yeah, last week. It was a fun tournament. It was
Emperor's Cup?
it was it was a lot bigger than the last one. I really suggest that if you are a San Diego local and you do want to get better in the game or you just want to go to tournaments, you should go to it. It's nothing to lose. It's a great venue. It's fun. There's a lot of food areas around it. A lot of players from everywhere show up. Las Vegas, Arizona, all over LA. The Vanguard Zero, Richard and Alexis got first and second. And this one, a lot of the monsters did come out. It was a lot bigger than last year or last ones. Like Chris T was there. Like all those guys were there. Commander Jesse and that crew. Because remember, this was the same. The last Vanguard went around the same. It was on the same day as Sencal, so a lot, you know what I mean. So this one, Azad, it was a lot bigger and a lot better. And they had Guilty Gear and they had Super Turbo and just good company and good times. My car was Toki, Javi, and myself, and then Rico went with Sherry and Richard, and then Alexis and Manny went. It was I feel like that crew that went up there was a really strong crew. Congratulations to Manny and Richard for getting top 8. They didn't get that first place like he did last year, but they still got points. And the crazy thing is that the point difference from top 8 is not that big of a gap. I mean, like
Right.
Richard can get first place and Christy can shed the bed, and he would probably be in the lead. You know what I mean? It's one of those gaps. And what I didn't,
it's pretty close.
And then what I didn't know is that I know how it works now. Is I guess the point system is there's gonna be 3 Vanguards with points, and whoever the top 3 point holders is they're gonna make a team. So like right now, the top 3 placeholder or point holders is Futile, Alex Myers, and Chris T. So they would be in a team, and I don't know if they're gonna fight the other because there's like 11 other Vanguards, or they're called Red Bull Proving Grounds is the main event, and like Vanguard is just like a sub of it. And then each region has a different name for that tournament, but each region they will get like NorCal has one, Texas, East Coast. They're an online one, I guess. But there's 12 altogether, and in the end, like it's gonna be like East Coast versus West Coast, and whoever wins, they get their Evo trip paid off, which is pretty badass. But excuse me. But it was a really cool. It was a really, really fun event, and unfortunately, I went 2-0. I lost to Futile first round, and I lost to Guts and Glory, the jury from Arizona.
Good for you, Javi.
I mean, I wish I could have done better. I probably think I'm surprised I even got fucking 2 games off of Futile, but we drove there. We drove there, and as soon as we got there, we played. So my first match was futile, and then my second match was Gus and Glory, the jury player from Arizona. She fucked me up pretty hard, man, and it was not. There's no excuses about what happened. She fucked me up. It's just a mixture of frustration, and just like not knowing the matchup as well as I should know, like not knowing what to punish, and also me just not command throwing as well, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It was bad, but if I do see her again, I'm gonna fuck her up.
And then play?
Yeah, no. But no, she got me. But did that stop me from having a good time? Hell no, man. I went 2-0 in Guilty Gear, and in the end, I got some casuals. Toki got second place in Gears. Richard and Manny got top 8. And after we all hanged out, they got food. It was Tatsu came through. That guy's a badass since like 2009. Azad came through. It was a really good time. Anytime it's someone's first time for Korean barbecue is always it brings happiness to me. We popped Alexis's Korean barbecue cherry, and then me being such a great driver, I decided to get drunk, and I didn't want to kill everyone. So Toki offered to drive. Went to Vincent's. I fell asleep, and Gerald showed up for some reason, and that became a whole different mess. But all together, great tournament. 420 out of 69 would go again. I am going again, and hopefully it's the same car ride. Probably like me, Javi, and Toki. But no, I had a lot of fun, and I really do. If you live in San Diego, find a way up there. Joe Rod, the new Geef player from the East Coast, he was there the last 2, and he always offers rides. You guys really need to. Okay, excuse me. What San Diego really needs to start doing is to start offering or start taking these offers for rides to Wednesday night fights and to these events. These people are typing in the room. They're using their time. They're using their car. They're using their they're offering their services for you guys to go to these tournaments. And if you want, I highly suggest that, because why would they say no to you? They're offering you these rides. If they, they might say no to you because they might have heard the stories about you. I don't know what's happened, but they're not gonna just put, I got spots open. Oh, can I go? No. I'm pretty sure they put those up there for a reason. I mean, some people have cars that, like me, usually the same fucking assholes always ride with me, and once in a while I have an open spot for someone, and that's why I always post, hey, I have a spot or 2 in the car, because fucking Jed or Hobby's not going, or you know what I mean. But a lot of people in San Diego really need to start taking those offers, because you guys, a lot of people always complain about, I can't go to Wednesday Night Fights because I can't drive and blah blah. Well, motherfucker, people offer these rides. Take it, man.
Every week.
Just take that one. Just one day. Just say yes. One day, just say yes. And I mean, gas money is not a problem. If anything, they should just at least be charging you $5. It's not that much to get up there, man. It's like an hour and 40-minute drive.
That shit is not close, man.
That's not counting traffic. That shit's fucking close as fuck, man. I don't know. Did you say it's not close?
Yeah. Peanut close.
It's not that close.
It's close. Really? It's not that close? It's like an hour and 30-minute drive. That's not that far. That's far? For a big-ass tournament like that?
Well, I mean, in comparison
to what?
Relatively to any other place we would go, yeah, it's far. I don't know. It's far compared to TTF, and TTF's already kind of far for us.
Okay, if you want to play in a tournament that has a lot better players and it's a bigger atmosphere, just go to Wednesday.
Yeah, I go to TTF. I get it.
Yeah, I'm not saying not to go, but you can't say it's close.
It's closer than turning the butter.
Yeah, it's closer
than next little bow circuit,
Yeah, so if we compare it to NLBC, yeah, it's close.
But I think, if you're a competitive player and you have jack shit to do on Thursday morning and you're in San Diego, I think
there's no reason not to go.
You should go.
Yeah. It's not close.
That's what I was saying. Well, shut up, dude.
I get it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm talking to the guy that would be at every Super Arcade one, too. Free OFC Free Willy. You were at
Yep,
every
who's
single. You
that?
were
Base Country Croc, dude.
Bacon. Chief Keef, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, yeah, but Vanguard.
Rest in peace.
Okay, if there's any tournament that's like at least, well, I already told Vince my theory now that since ever since I got my new car, I've been driving it everywhere, and it's worth it. I think if a tournament is 3 hours away and it's worth it, I'm gonna go. Right? I mean.
Yep.
But no, I think we're done, man. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before talk about where to play and what's going on over the week, which is nothing? Is there anything, Vince? Is there anything we're missing out on?
Not that I can think of.
You know what? Before we or Will before, am I missing on anything, or anything you want to throw in?
Not really. I mean, Vanguard was a thing. Emperor's Cup, whatever. Some Spanish tournaments, whatever. Prolmax one. That was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Nothing. I guess unless you want to talk about WrestleMania for a bit.
Okay,
but.
so what else? Yeah, what I was gonna talk about is I'm gonna ask you guys 2 questions or 2 things, and then we'll just go into things. Okay, so Will, what do you think about WrestleMania? What were some of your favorite matches? What are some of the letdowns?
Dude, honestly, compared to last year, I thought it was like really good.
Yeah, last year was pea shit.
You can look at most of the matches and be like, wow, that was a good match, or like, man, that's a sick storyline coming up, or whatever. But, which last year, like, I can't even remember last year's WrestleMania, to be honest. Like, it was that
Terminator.
Unmemorable. But, yeah, overall, I think it's really good. I think most people were disappointed by the Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton match. Just, I don't know, it's just shitty. Like,
the legendary jobber, man.
Yeah.
Sadly.
I don't know if it was like shitty because all the other matches were good, or if it was just shitty.
I think it was
like overall.
It was shitty.
Or the combination.
It was shitty because that lead up was so. That whole lead up to WrestleMania was the SmackDown story.
Right.
That was the whole. That was the only thing that was interesting in SmackDown was AJ. It was like AJ Styles, Luke Harper, AJ Styles, and Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. Like they were the stars of SmackDown. That lead up, every SmackDown led up to WrestleMania, to the main event. It wasn't even the main event. That they burnt, dude. They had so much crazy. They fucking set the White family complex on fire, and for what? For nothing. Cause that match was so shitty. It was only shitty because it was so short. It was cool that the whole spooky thing was happening, but nothing happened.
Nothing came out of it at all.
Nothing came out of it.
Just eat this RKO.
What I was thinking was, I thought Luke Harper. I thought someone was gonna come out. I thought someone was gonna come out.
It would be pretty nice time for Eric Rowan to come back, right?
It was
Tuesday. Right?
That match, it was so bad, and not because like I'm mad because I don't care if Randy Orton won. That's badass. You know, right. and this is coming from a Bray Wyatt fan. Like I don't care about that. Anyone could have won, but it's just how it ended. It ended so anticlimactic. It was so bad. The RKO setup wasn't even fucking like it wasn't even cool, man. Like usually, if you're at WrestleMania, you have to find a way to set that shit up, right? Mm-hmm. Like when Seth Rollins and him. Remember when he RKO? Oh man, that was a sick one right there. The curve stomp into the whatever. Anyway, that match was so bad. Man, I'm so sad. I'm really sad that was a thing. But I'm sorry, Will, continue.
Yeah, like I think that was the worst match. Like pretty much every other match was really sick. Even the pre-show match was good. Or matches like it was Neville, Austin Aries.
Yep.
Red Arrow finisher was just sick. Dean Ambrose, freaking Baron Corbin, that was sick. But yeah, I think my favorite match, I think it has to be the tag team because the Hardy Boys,
that was so
just
cool.
Having them come out was like badass, and then having them win and how they won was like badass as fuck. Even the AJ Styles, like Shane McMahon match was pretty sick.
That match is better than the Bray Wyatt match, dude.
Hands down.
Pretty.
Coast
to coast, like, yeah.
The shooting star that he actually completed, but just didn't hit him with. Like, it's crazy. He got the whole full turnover and shit. It was cool.
But yeah, like even like I don't even really care about the Undertaker Roman Reigns thing because
That was
I
shitty.
mean,
That was the shittiest way you could end it. I think the only.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, they
sorry.
should have ended it when the streak ended, but
Yeah.
I just think
what are you
like
gonna do?
the only reason they ended that match is because I'm pretty sure he knew he was gonna lose, right? That was the only. They would only last so they can do the whole retirement thing. That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And is he even gonna retire? Because some people retired, but they came back
Yeah.
still. But I mean, it just
when
that
Ric
match,
Flair retired.
Yep.
that match sucked, dude.
I mean, yeah, I don't even. It's like whatever, dude. Like, I think I was already disappointed enough from the Bray Wyatt Randy Orton thing that
Yeah.
That we went to 7-Eleven and
couldn't-
skipped everything else, dude.
yeah,
And
I couldn't really get.
And even hearing that the SmackDown's Women's Championship might have been canceled, right? No one even knew if that was still gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that match felt kind of rushed too.
it
Like,
was. No,
Yeah.
if you think about it, WrestleMania ended at midnight over there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
but
Like it.
I'm sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. No, I mean that the SmackDown women's match was like whatever.
That could have been so much better too. Despite that,
Yeah.
every diva was like fucking like they were all like good looking that day, dude. They all like
Yeah,
came
the
out
outfits
full-
were all out of control.
All their
Yeah,
all
they're
their
pretty
outfits
good.
were like fucking crazy, man. Like Becky Lynch was mad looking crazy. Alexa, oof. Even Mick Down, I don't know. Everyone was mad. Like, and then like
The wife of Mickey James.
their intros were just like I feel like their intros were like rushed too, because man, like all the divas
Yeah, they had
for
to
SmackDown
do
intros,
like
they're
one
all
after the other.
yeah,
It's crazy.
man. That sucks. I really do feel like that shit was rushed, man. I wouldn't be burned out. I would be fucking dude. I don't know. Anything else, Will?
No, I like SmackDown and Raw this week have been like pretty ridiculous so
Right?
far.
Hell yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. They're like they can do so much cool shit. I just hope they don't fuck it up. That's pretty much all I ask. But it's gonna be really hard to fuck anything up. But knowing them, they'll probably find a way to fuck something up with the superstar shakeup or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Wrestling's sick. It's pretty good so far. See you at NXT.
All right, bitch.
Yeah, it's pretty much it all boils down to the first half of WrestleMania was like really, really good. It's like you could tell that they had the pacing that they wanted. They could do whatever they wanted. As it kept going on, it kept getting more and more like a time crunch, and like I think the matches just suffered because of it. And the Bray Wyatt Randy Orton match was just the biggest fucking letdown like of all time because everything going up to that was so good. Like AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon had no right to be a good match, and it was like a really, really good match. Like there was all kinds of crazy shit, and he didn't. Despite like okay, there's no way Shane McMahon's gonna win this match. Like he almost kind of won it, and like you could just suspend your disbelief for a bit. So, and that match was made like last minute too. You could tell there was like there was no reason for it to happen, but it happened anyways. But it was still good, so it was all fine. It's just the first even the first women's match was really good. I wish Nia Jax would have won, but whatever, no biggie. I feel like nothing really happened with that match. Like it just happened, and like it's like all right, whatever, fuck it. Like it went there. But I mean, like all the rest of the matches had like pretty good storytelling. So I like that. The tag team match is out of control. Like how could that not be the best match? Like the Hardys came out. There was like all kinds of crazy spots. A bunch of shit got broken. Like that was like it's so hard to follow that matchup. And I feel like after that match, like all the rest of them were just got more and more. Like disappointing, and then the Randy Orton match kind of like just put it over the top. I was like, ah, fuck, man, it was so bad. Even like the Brock Lesnar and Goldberg match was better than I thought it was gonna be too.
Right.
So when I first saw the WrestleMania card, I thought it was gonna be just complete shit garbage, and it started off so well. It's just kind of a shame that the rest of them, the matches towards the end, like didn't really live up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I really wish that they had more time for the women's SmackDown match because there's so many crazy things that they could do.
I wish it was an elimination match, man. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I wouldn't mind like having to do that stuff because there's so many like more finishers and moves that they could have done that just didn't happen.
Not one sparkle splash.
Yeah, exactly. There was like no real like crazy shenanigans compared
We
to
had
the
the
women's
coast to
Raw
coast,
match. Like
yeah.
they did all kinds of shit.
No,
It was
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool. You could just tell that they didn't have enough time, which sucks.
They did like the sick Nia Jax like Super Saiyan thing, where like it took like all three of them to fucking like take her out.
Yeah, and
when
it did really well.
When they all tried to
Like,
clothesline her and they all just got bodied, dude. That was like so cool.
Yeah, it's just too bad that they just ran out of time. I feel like all the rest of the matches could have been a lot better because of that. But the first half was so strong, so I was happy with it, and it was better than last year. So I was way more excited for it last year, and it was just like a complete letdown. And this year was like pretty fucking good. So
yeah,
28 to 69. You know.
Yeah, I know. I had fun, man. Like unfortunately, I missed the undercards, which for some reason the Dean, Dean and Baron Corbin was one, but whatever. AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon, like you said, it felt rushed because like the whole story about Shane or AJ he deserved the spot because Randy Orton stepped down, and that the lead up of the fatal 3-way between Randy, AJ, and Luke Harper was like the sickest match, and it became like that crazy ass like who hit the floor first was a Luke, and it just became that lead up was just such a letdown. But in the end, that match was it was fucking badass, dude. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, man, that was a fucking sick ass match. The only thing I was sad, the thing is like, okay, Chris Jericho, that guy's a fucking badass. He's so like he's old as fuck, but when he puts a show on, that guy goes all out, man. I don't give a fuck what people say.
Yeah, he's really good at like making the other person look good.
Yeah, that guy
is so good at that shit.
And if you want to listen to a good podcast, listen to that guy. That guy's a badass podcast, dude. But no, that match was so sick. Sadly, Jericho lost. But I mean, who knows what's gonna lead? But still, it was such a sick match, dude. Really intense. Bailey, the woman, the Nia Jax one, the women's the Raw Diva or whatever, the women's championship. That was pretty cool. The whole like Nia Jax like getting bodied or bodying everyone. They had to like team up on her. And then like Charlotte was like trying to like say good job, but they all started fighting each other. The sadness on Bailey's face when Sasha Banks got pinned down, and it's like she got like that super retard strength and beat Charlotte. What else? The tag team, dude. The Hardy, dude. That's all I have to say is the Hardy Boys.
I'm so glad it was them and not. It would have been the New Day. I'd be like, oh my god.
I went back to the intros. The Sheamus and Cesaro intro was really cool.
Yeah.
It's just crazy because I recently just started watching wrestling again because of you guys. But then like I used to watch it a lot in elementary and junior high, and then the Hardy Boys are just like, that's the era that I watch. Like I've seen them like before, like when I was younger, like live at like the sports arena and shit. So it's pretty crazy that they're back. I only hope that they stay. You know what I mean? Because they have like a tough history, man. But hopefully, I don't know what they're gonna lead because apparently Ring of Honor has the rights to the broken Matt Hardy shit. But,
pretty much.
That's not gonna stop the fans.
So he's gonna be a different character now, but
they might just be they're probably gonna be the same ones that they were before, just fucking badasses.
Which is cool with me, man. They're doing great so far.
Yeah, John Cena, Nikki Bella, and Miz and Maurice. I can care less about that. The only good thing about that was Maurice. When Maurice mocks Nikki Bella, she's hot. Like black hair Maurice is my favorite Maurice, and
for sure.
The Miz is pretty funny when he acts like a dumbass. Seth Rollins, Triple H. That was my favorite match because
I completely forgot about that match because that was probably like one of the best matches for sure.
So the two lead ups to WrestleMania for SmackDown, I believe, was the whole White family. For this one, I believe it was the whole Seth Rollins and Triple H was the lead up to this one. Also a Jericho thing, but I feel it was a big one because every year I always say, how is Triple H gonna make his way to WrestleMania? And this one was actually my favorite because the whole Seth Rollins getting injured and him just being like. The story was so sick, dude. Like the whole every day I put on this stupid tie and I try to be the good guy, and then that intro was so cool. It was like him wearing the suit, and then it was like the skull and crown, dude. But
it was a story that had a beginning, middle, and like a pretty clear ending, so it was pretty cool.
That was you know what? I think that was probably my favorite match.
Why can't all the Raw storylines be that good?
Yeah.
You know.
I think that has to be my favorite match because the match after that, Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, was a complete letdown. I can only hope
man, it was so bad.
I can only hope that the reason why they jobbed him so hard is because the storyline now is just gonna be ridiculous. But it just sucks, dude. It was really cool seeing him hold on to the belt that long.
Seeing him not get having him see him lose again at WrestleMania.
He never won WrestleMania.
So bad, man. He was so over before too. He was, I don't know, man. He had so much momentum, and I
didn't really get to watch Brock Lesnar and Goldberg because me and Will went to 7-Eleven because I was kind of disappointed about.
It was only like 5 moves, but I mean, at least it was.
I heard it was a lot better than like.
It felt like an actual match. Yeah. So.
Naomi, the women's SmackDown, man, every diva in SmackDown is a waifu. It's like it's so bad, so bad, so bad, so bad. But my prediction was right the whole long. I already felt that Naomi was gonna like get injured before WrestleMania and win it, and and how she won was badass. She beat she beat Alexa and she made her tap out, and apparently she's the first African American to win a title at WrestleMania. Complete is that right? I've heard that. Don't tell me that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's badass. But every single woman in SmackDown.
You have to consult the Lord Keeper Tebeo.
Probably, but I mean, Naomi's fucking. All those girls are anyone could have won that, but
yeah, I can't wait for
story wise,
Naomi.
Naomi.
SmackDown, man.
What's happening?
I can't wait for Ember Moon to get to SmackDown. The real change.
Yeah, no, I mean, who's gonna get who? And then Roman Reigns. Okay, Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. Complete letdown. The only cool thing about that match is Roman Reigns' intro, the whole shockwave thing.
Yeah, that was pretty badass.
This is the
now he might actually be a bad guy finally, which would be the greatest thing ever.
This is the only thing that would have made that last match better, but it couldn't happen because Undertaker is not undefeated. The only way that this would have made it happen, in my mind, in my lore, was that the Undertaker is still undefeated, and he's like a bad guy, and like everyone for some reason likes Roman Reigns, in this universe, and they want him to win. But the whole time Undertaker's just like fucking him up, and the only way he can beat the Undertaker is if the Shield came back out and like triple powerbombed him, and he would have won. But that was never gonna happen.
Yeah, but that is just not reality.
That's not reality. In my world, that's like, damn, that looks so bad. But no, that's
in Gutex's timeline, that's what happened.
And then everything, like we talked about, everything after at WrestleMania was fucking insane because that each show, SmackDown and Raw, was sold out, and that arena is so huge compared to like the sports arena, compared to everything, man. And that's like a time to be alive, right? Because again, you see on Raw, you see that match between the Club and fucking the Hardy Boys was so sick. They kept their belts, and then like Dre said, in the end, the lead up was like, it was supposed to be like Chris Jericho and Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens, but like they fucked up, dude. They fucked up Chris Jericho so bad, dude. I'm glad like they're showing more of those like behind the scenes street like just like beat ups.
Dude, shit like that's always so funny, dude. Like
they fucked him up, so everyone's like, oh, who's gonna be like Seth Rollins? Like Seth Rollins is out there in the corner while and then it goes black. No one knows who it is yet. You know what I mean? Because like they're playing some kind of like music. It's not his music though. It's just like the beginning of it, and then like it just comes out and it says Baylor Club, and everyone's fucking going crazy. And the whole like when he does and then he does this little like pose when that part of the song. And he goes crazy, man. You can tell that he's glad to be back because he fucking put on a fucking show, man. Every time Kevin Owens was trying to like roll out, he was already out there like chasing them down and shit, dude.
It could have been so different if Finn Balor didn't get injured, man.
I'm pretty sure like Raw would have probably been a whole different like.
Think of how sick his intro could have been, man. It would have been fucking crazy. What the hell is he gonna do?
And then SmackDown, Jesus Christ, man. I mean. Everyone loves Shinsuke, dude, and they finally.
Yeah, what else can you? There's nothing else to say.
Everybody thinks WrestleMania is like, oh, they're gonna like.
He didn't even do anything. He just showed up, and that was it.
No, he did do something. He did do something.
He just showed up.
He interrupted the Miz. That's what he did. That was the best part of.
He doesn't have to do shit.
He did not. Yeah, no, exactly. Like the Miz had his little segment, and like always, and then who fucking just ruins the whole thing? The violent guy comes out, and everyone, man. That shit was badass, dude. And then Naomi fucks Alexa Bliss again, but no, it's a good time to be alive, man. That's all I gotta say, dude. Oh, and and SmackDown, yeah. Apparently there's a whole new Randy Orton popping off, and then Bray Wyatt like, come out here, Randy, or come out here, Bray, and then the whole screen goes dark. He's behind him. Then fucking Rowan's back in that new cyber sheep mask. That tag team was really cool. In the end, the Luke Harper and Randy, the real Vince is out upon us, They had the top knot.
Yeah, finally made it, dude.
But it's really good seeing Rowan back, dude, because I forget like these guys are so fucking big, man. Not just like tall and like just tall and fat, but these guys are fast. It's like scary how fast these guys are. Like Luke Harper's a big guy, but you see this guy like jump over like the ropes like nonstop, or just drop kicks and like running full speed.
Like, he does a lot of
Luke Harper doing a suicide dive. Bray Wyatt just like I don't know. And then the whole new like House of Horror. Who knows? Because how it ended was like weird, man. Like the lights turned out, like Bray was out the ring, and then like they were trying to like fucking, I don't know. I can only hope for the best, man. Yeah, and I heard that Ziggler and
Shinsuke
had a match. And, yeah. Man, remember our first dark match we saw, dude? It was Sami Zayn and who was it? Sami Zayn and Dean versus Chris Jericho and Owen, right?
Yeah, that was like before like the whole Festival of Friendship shit, dude. Before they
they are real. But I don't know. That was wrestling was really I love wrestling. I'm glad I'm back in it, man. And hopefully my Finn Balor shirt and some other shit comes in soon. But man, SmackDown and Raw I think SmackDown and Raw together was like almost as good as WrestleMania, man. But
there's a lot of cool shit that happened. I just
the whole AJ Styles and Shane thing, dude. I knew it was a handshake, man. I was like, damn, he's gonna give him a handshake, dude, and he's like trying to scare him and shit. But
I really hope AJ Styles stays on SmackDown.
That's what I was saying. I hope that his statement stays true that he is SmackDown, man. Like, can you imagine? Oh, we're gonna trade Shinsuke to like Raw, and then that's it. Like what? I don't know.
Dude, yeah. I would see on SmackDown, even though his whole gimmick is just he wears fucking red and black, so it makes no sense.
Yeah,
so we'll see what happens.
But when I saw like it was just so cool seeing Shinsuke come out, and then like when his name on the bottom, just the blue and the white, like the SmackDown colors, like damn, that looks so cool, man. But man, yeah, I'm excited. One last thing before we get in. Wow, this actually became longer. New Hearthstone set came out. Will, what do you think? Did you get any cards?
Yeah, dude, got so many packs, man.
Should I start with Vince off first then?
Yeah, I guess.
Did you play any yet? No,
I only got 5 packs and I didn't get anything, so I can't really have fun right now. Sorry, guys.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
What do you think about the new set, man? Take it away, Vince.
All right. Sorry, that just made me laugh. Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. Fuck, man. It's cool that there's a new mechanic, and hopefully it isn't shitty in a couple weeks. So if it's not shitty in a couple weeks, I think it could be really interesting to see. Because the way things are shaking out with the Mage Quest, it seems like it's a lot better than I thought. The Rogue Quest is a lot better than I thought.
Any quest that you did another turn is good, man. Jesus.
Yeah,
that's a lesson you should learn in Magic the Gathering, man.
I wonder how it's going to be in a few weeks, but as of right now, it seems like pretty crazy. So I feel like the only way to find out if it's good or not is to ask me again in a month. But right now, it seems like
or wait until
it has the way of like just getting board control and doing bullshit. Like that's how Hearthstone's been forever. Maybe there will be a different win condition now. So if these decks are real, I think that's a good step in the right direction. But we'll see how it shakes up. It seems cool so far, so I like it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun with this set. I woke up, opened the 4 packs I got for free, and then I got kicked out and had to wait for a table, and I never got into a table, so I just went to bed. No, and then I didn't know that like apparently the cards that went to the Hall of Fame, you get the dust for them, and you keep the cards.
You get the dust for free.
So I got a lot of dust because I got dust for the normal ones, and I got dust for the golden ones too. Apparently, is that how it worked?
Yep.
Yeah, so
I got like 6,000 dust. I was like, oh.
I had a gold rag and a regular rag. I had a gold Sylvanas and a gold and a regular one. I had like 10,000 gold, man, and like, or dust. It was crazy. And then I bought and I had 6,000 gold saved up, so I bought like 60 packs, and I got like the 5 packs from the 3 free packs, and then the 4 packs they gave you during the Tavern Brawls, and yeah, man. I have. I think the only legendary I'm missing are a couple neutral ones, but I got all the quests. I got all the class legendaries.
It seems like all the neutral ones are not that good this time,
yeah,
which is kind of a good thing also.
I made a bunch of rares and normals because pretty much the only cards I'm missing are like the normal legendary or the neutral legendaries. I'm having a lot of fun with the set because I don't have to worry about Reno Jackson anymore. I don't know. I'd rather play a fucking crazy. I'd rather play the rogue quest and get like 5 million 5v5 or 5/5s than get Reno Jackson, man. That's all I gotta say. Right now the deck I'm running into and having a lot of trouble with is I'm losing to a lot of rogue, man. Like I don't know, like it's crazy how these things. What I thought, so when that card first was announced in my head, I thought like, oh, all the creatures just become like 5/5 vanillas. They don't. They're still what they like. I thought when they came out,
that would be so shitty. That would be shittier than
that's why I didn't care about it.
Why the hell would that be a thing?
That's why I didn't care about it. That's why I just thought they fucked Rogue over again.
No, they just gave him a bunch of all useless cards in addition to that.
Yeah, but these guys just become 5/5s, and it works for everything. They had a Moros out, and all his guys become 5/5. I watched a game where he swashbucklered a ritual of what's that? What's the black ritual called?
I just call it tentacle porn. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, he pretty much got to tentacle porn, turned 10, and then he already had a thing. So he played 7-5-5s. He dropped 7-5-5s. The hunter quest I've been having a lot of trouble with.
Once a lot of people start playing hunter, I feel like the rogue quest is just going to become irrelevant because they're just going to fucking die in like 3 seconds.
The deck I'm playing right now a lot is that I love my favorite quest so far is I love the warlock quest. It's really cool. It reminds me of like.
It's fun, man.
It reminds me of like the picture reminds me of Yawgmoth's tomb, dude.
Yeah.
But and then the warrior quest is really cool. I mean, man, this
that's a deck that I think might be really good. I'm not sure yet, but I feel like that deck might end up being super super good.
I'm really excited to see.
It might be like a thing.
The saddest part of today though is that there were a lot of cool streamers playing, like a lot, but the only streamer that wasn't on was Rainhead, and that's man.
It sucks, dude.
So hopefully And
I don't think he's back in the U.S. yet, is he?
Yeah, I don't think
he's
so
still
either.
doing that bullshit.
Yeah, and I know like the tempo size down because I'm pretty sure that whole meta Snapchat that's gonna become a crazy mess, man. But
yeah, see you 2 weeks for that, man.
I'm really excited though. I've never been this excited for Actually, I'm always excited for Hearthstone, but no, I'm glad. Yeah, so that's out. So let's just get this over with quick so I can play Persona for like an hour and two because I do need to go to work tomorrow, and I'm not gonna call out because tomorrow is West Coast Warzone, and I just need to bitch it out, you know what I mean? Just gotta tough it out tomorrow. But you know, I'm not gonna say anything. There's no TTF tomorrow because I will not be here. But I don't know if I should say this out loud or not. But if you are a Tekken player, my roommate Paul is opening up the front room for Tekken, and just Tekken only. We came to agreement that it's only gonna be Tekken tomorrow, man. That's all I'm gonna say, dude. But yeah, see you guys all at Warzone. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are going up there. I hope Will you will join us up there for at least Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I signed up for 2 games. I signed up. I bought a shirt. Why not? I better get free pizza too. But there's not much happening. Just if you're in San Diego to Warzone. I didn't see no San Diego names in Marvel, which was a letdown. I saw like 2 or 3 names for Guilty Gear, and I saw a bunch of our boys representing for Street Fighter 5. But it seems like it's gonna be fun. I always have a good time, even if I don't have fucking. Usually all these tournaments is like poverty mode, but I still have a fun time, man. Because a 40 is only like $3, and 40 and like the homies and like
doesn't take much, dude.
Doesn't take much, man.
Friendship is priceless.
Friendship is priceless.
Yeah, except me.
All right, guys. So let's start this off. Let's go with Vince first. Vince, call outs, Ebony Goddesses, Hot or Nots, whatever you want to do, man. Let's go.
How about a reverse bitch calling to West Coast Warzone for not featuring any Smash Bros games? Good shit, West Coast Warzone. That is fucking badass, dude. That's like one of the coolest things ever. It's always a good tournament, and this like puts it even higher in my eyes. So good shit to them. Hot or Not is
me.
I don't think it's you. I don't know if I have one this week again, but I do have an Ebony Goddess, so I'll put that in there.
Yeah.
Featured a lot, but Bria Mile, she's pretty dark. She's pretty much as dark as Naomi is, so. Anyways. Yep. Take it away, brother.
To me?
Yep.
Call out. I don't really have a call out. Nothing really stupid happened this week. Nothing really good happened either, so I don't have a reverse call out. So I don't have anything. And Hot or Not has to be Charlotte. Boom.
Yeah, Hot. I say so.
Oh, yeah.
She's pretty buff,
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think, Cody?
Charlotte?
Yeah.
I like Charlotte.
Yeah, Hot or Not.
I came it's not hot, dude. I feel like the rules of like with me, like I'm not really a fan of white girls. I'm more of like a fan of like just like I love Asians and Mexicans, but I feel like when it comes down to rest like divas and in WWE, like that's like the only time you can like fall in love with a white girl, man. I've sinned too many times on Tuesdays, man. Why does SmackDown have to be on Tuesday? You know what I mean? Like a day of sin, but that just becomes a day of blissness. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Charlotte. No, she's it's amazing. She's amazing. But anyway, My hot or not is probably I had one. Oh, my hot or not is the workers at Killer Pizza from Mars, dude. I don't know what the hell was going on over there, but Jesus Christ,
dude,
man.
I don't know why we don't go there every Wednesday. Like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
I'm gonna try to tell you guys for years.
The cashier girl with like the FUCLA shirt, man, she was mad college posed out. She was wearing like
I like the other girl.
No, well, she was wearing like joggers or like leggings with like a thong.
The one that sat on our pizza, dude.
And she was like, and then the server girl with the one with the fat ass. Holy shit, man! The one that. You guys need anything else? Can you sit on my pizza, please? And then Brandon was just, I said that, and Brandon was like, he heard me, he was just freaking out, dude. And yeah, so
bad,
those two girls.
If you can believe it, they were bigger waifus there before, man. Like this is like, to me, it's like a step down, but I mean, it's not like bad, but.
Yeah, so see you guys Wednesday at. We should just start throwing tournaments at Killer Pizza from Mars, man.
Hey, man, they'd probably be down. We could have a Ghostbusters tournament.
And then And then my call out was I had one. I had to deal with work. Fuck.
The kids?
No.
The kids?
Yeah, no, it was like something serious.
Dicks. Like a man dick.
I guess parents that take advantage of the program. There's we are a free program, but the parents that think it's okay to just drop them off like we're a daycare, when these motherfuckers don't even have jobs, they only drop them off so they can just like do drugs and drink alcohol while they're at school, and when they pick them up, they reek of weed and alcohol, and they're pretty much just taking advantage of the program, and they get mad at us when we tell them like about how shitty their kid's day was, and they don't believe that their angel child would do this.
But they do.
But just people. There's I keep telling people, children. It's like there are people out there that would love to be in the program, that need it. Parents that work like 4 jobs and they have to leave their kids at home, and then there's other parents that they fucking just find a way to get in the program because they're like lazy assholes. But I'm not talking about me where I work at, because I feel like if I said that out loud somewhere, I probably get fired if they heard this. I work at Killer Pizza from Mars, man. I don't know where you guys work at. But with that said, Brody Benton.
Yeah, my boy Brody.
My boy Brody Benton. But no, like always, Will, Vince, thank you. I'm glad you guys can be part of our Thursday nights. I really do hope to see you all at West Coast Warzone. I mean, when I say all, I mean all the people, all the 12, 13 viewers in here. I really hope to see Will. Hope you're there. Just you guys all have a good night. There is no TTF this Friday, but we will see you next Friday. Oh, and the shirts. I put the order in the shirts finally. I had 5 shirts left over. But I put the order in, so those 5 shirts I just got sizes, but 2 of them are already called for. So I only have 3 shirts left. I have a medium, extra large, and a large left. Those are the 3 shirts I have left. $25. And they should be in like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, I would have never thought that I would put 3 order of 24 shirts. So somewhere out there, 72 people have shirts with my face on it. So that's fucking crazy. Sadly, that this is probably the last design of this one, but that doesn't mean that there will be other TTF shirts. And I'm already in the making of another one, and this one's probably gonna be wrestling themed. We gotta work the details on that one. But can I have all 3 shirts? But yeah, Vince and Will, thank you like always, and I really do hope to see you guys this weekend up in Orange County at West Coast Warzone. Good night. I am gonna stream Persona 5 for like 2 hours on my other channel.
Yeah, me too. Don't watch Cody. Watch my stream.
Since I'm not playing Street Fighter, it won't be on this one. But I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming right now at Unprotected Sex Persona 5. Good night. God bless.
On all my days 1 through 8.
And see you all at the next tournament. Bye. Tournament.
Bye.